Alright y'all, welcome back. So this video here is going to be about not my soil test. This video is going to be about me testing the corn seeds that I saved from my last year growing of corn. Last year I think it was like 4 feet by 4 feet of corn, and I got maybe like 12 corn cobs, I believe. Probably a little bit more, no more than 20, but probably a little bit more than 12 of corn cobs that I grew last year. And I saved one of the cobs. So I just want to do a test of the corn that I saved from last year. As you see, I updated my storage container. I'm a little bit more organized. There should be a video already shared in regards to how I upgraded my seed storage container. So look out for that somewhere on my channel. So these are the corn that I had saved from last year, and then also there's a pack of corn in here that I had left over last year that I didn't plant. So what I would like to do is, first let me show you. So this here are the only few ones so this is the pack. This is by Ed Hume Seeds, which is, I believe, grown in the Pacific Northwest where I'm located at. These are the Sweetness Bicolored Sweet Corn. They are early, tender, and sweet. So yeah, I did these last year. As you can see, they were packaged for 2025. And then this is the other one, my second planting, where they're the same ones. Actually, they're upside down. This one is upside down, but they are the same ones. The birds started eating my little seedlings as they came up, so I went and got a second pack just to fill in. So there's more in here than in here. It's like probably 3 times more in here, obviously, just because I had to just fill in those spots. But these two are the same ones. And then these are the ones that I've grown and kept as little seeds for corn. And I just want to show you a reference from the previous year's corn. I'll pull up 4. So this is what the previous year corn looks like. So this is the package from Ed. So this is, well, you guys seen it. They just came out the package. These are Ed Hume seeds. And then these here are my seeds. My nails are dirty because I was just in the soil, which you'll see in a second. So my seeds look a little bit skinnier. Theirs look a little bit wider and a little bit flatter. But what I want to do is test my seeds and see if A, they will germinate, and then B, their germination rate. So what I will be doing is putting these aside, and then taking these out. And then these are the test pots I'll be using. These are the pots that I had my first year of gardening. I believe I got these from the dollar store or Dollar Tree, 99-cent store. Used to be 99-cent store, but now they're like $1.25 store, about to be $1.50. Don't get me started. But that's where I got these pots from. As you can see, they're flimsy. I've upgraded my current pots to something else. I don't see anyone that I have around the show. Oh, yes, I do. So these are the current pots I use. I know, yeah, they're flimsy. But they're great for when I have to transplant my tomatoes and peppers, just because these are the final pots that they'll be in. I used to use these my first year. Now I just mainly use it for either testing out seeds, or I use this one to take soil out the bucket or out the bag and put it into wherever I'm trying to put soil. But I got some old soil. There is some nutrients in it. I don't really care too much for the nutrients in it. Let me break some of this down just to make sure it's not hindering any of the seeds as they come up. I'm not looking to, I mean, we're still in January. It's a long time for us to plant corn, so I'm not looking to use these up or whatever the case may be. Most of these will get used up if they have a good germination rate in my garden this year. But yeah, these that I'm planting now are for sure they're not going to be for anything. I won't be able to use them, so they'll probably just be destroyed, unfortunately. But they're for a cause, and so that I can see if my seeds are good or not. As I stated in the previous video or video before, I don't know when this video is going to come out, but as I stated before, I do like to save my seeds. I am a food preserver and a seed preserver. I enjoy canning. I don't know about this seed. Oh, well, I guess it just looked weird. I enjoy canning, preserving, making hot sauce, all that jazz. So here it is. I got 5 in each, so I will be doing it out of 10. So pretty much if 9 out of 10 of them sprout, then I will say that I have a 90% germination rate. If 10 out of 10 is sprouted, then I have 100% germination rate. Some may say, hey, what are you going to compare it against your seeds from the year prior? No. If these come out good, then I will just use these. And then if they don't come out with a good germination rate, I'll probably still use these, and then I'll also use these, what I have left. Then I'll probably buy another pack just as a backup plan, just in case, I don't get a good germination rate. So let me go get some soil so I can sprinkle or put it on top of this. All right, I have my Miracle-Gro here. Their potting mix. As you can see, it's the yellow bag, so we all know what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this lightly across so that the seeds don't have too much to fight against. I should probably check and see how deep to sow these. One inch deep, so I will put an inch of soil on top, which will probably be about at that line. That looks like an inch to me. Getting a little bit more. Get that big chunk out the way. Back in the bag you go. And there's that. Next thing, I just have to water it in, and then I will put them on the heat mat. Alright, so I now have them all watered in. So next thing I'm going to do is take some vermiculite. This is the Very Moist brand. It's the only brand that I've ever seen of vermiculite that, gardeners are using. I've never seen another brand other than this one. But I'm going to take some vermiculite after soaking these in. There is still some water coming out at the bottom. That's why I have this paper towel here from keeping it from going on my desk. Yeah, so let's take a little bit of vermiculite. I just don't want... The only reason why I'm putting this on is just so that there's not any insects, like, I can't think of them, like gnats or whatever the case may be. I don't want them to lay any eggs in here, but I'm just going to do a thin layer of vermiculite on both of these. Not too much, because I don't want it to hinder the growth of any of the corn. Alright, so after I put on vermiculite, I always go around and make sure to fluff it and move it around in the areas that it needs to be. So I just take a little brush and do that. Now, if I see, like in this area here, where it looks like there's some dirt showing, just go very gently on the top of the vermiculite and work that on there. That way, the gnats don't think, oh, that's the way in. Nope, it's just a pile of dry vermiculite. So from here, I will put it on my heating mat, which is currently have my onions on them, and which I probably should take them off. And yep, so I'm gonna show you that. 1 second. All right, so now they are under the grow light. They don't need the grow light now, but I just turned the grow light on so that you can see where they are. This is my grow shelf, I would guess you would call it. I have a shelf in my living room here with multiple shelves on it, and the bottom two shelves are used to grow whatever is growing season, which is now or starting to be now. So I'll have a video up probably in about 3 weeks that I'm working on editing in regards to how I have my grow setup done for the year. And that'll be when I have a little bit more stuff growing, and then also when I have this shelf fully transitioned from my normal everyday shelf to a growing season shelf. But anyway, so under this here, under the test corn is a watering tray, and then under this watering tray is a heat mat. It's the same heat mat a lot of people use, the whole black one with the green letters on it. But I'll go into more details whenever I show you my setup and get my setup ready. I don't think that's clean enough for me to keep the gnats out, fungus gnats. As I'm looking at one in my onion, I don't think this is clean enough to keep the gnats away, so I think I'm gonna clean up the edges and then also put some of vermiculite in just a little bit more to make sure that the top doesn't look inviting to a gnat. And then I am going to make some gnat juice to kill the larvae, just in case, in the plants that I currently have going, which is my onions. So I will do that after this video, and then the next portion of this video should be an update. So this is day 1, and then the next portion of this video you should be seeing, I don't know, whatever day they start to sprout, or if I notice no change in a week, then I'll come back and be like, hey, they're either dead or I'm not waiting long enough, whatever the case may be.
3 days later.
What's up, y'all? So this is a day, I believe today is day 4, because I planted them on Monday and today is Friday. So Monday didn't really count because I planted it Monday night. So today is day 4 of me checking the germination rate of the seeds or the corn, the kernels that I have saved from my last year planting of bicolor sweet corn by Ed Humes. So let's take a quick look. I need to water them, so they look a little dry. But I'm looking here and I see nothing in this one. But this one, I see one there and one there. So that means to me that on day 4, I should have a 20% germination rate. As you remember early in the video, I did 5 in each pot. Both of the pots has the same thing in it, from vermiculite to garden soil. So yeah, so just day 4 update. I have 2 so far, and I'm guessing I will go ahead and I will get more, simply because it's only day 4, and I believe they germinate around 7 to 10 days. So yeah, that's the update for where I'm at for day 4. Alright y'all, so here is day 5 update on my corn. So let's see here, taking a look, it looks like since day 4, I believe day 4 I had 3 or 4, but day 5, if you can tell, I have 4 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I actually have 3, 4 in this one as well. I had to move this little, but yeah, there's 4 in here as well. There's one, oh, let me make sure I'm in shot. There's one there, one there, one there, and one there. And then there should be another one here somewhere that should be popping up pretty soon. But with 8 sprouted by day 5, I am at 80% germination. I believe I was at 60%? I don't know what I was at day 4. You'll see, or you probably already seen. But yeah, day 5, it looks like I'm at 80% germination. I will continue to do this until I get to day 14, or until all of them sprout. So pretty much, that's that. I know they say about 10 to 14 days for these to sprout, so I will give them that extra 9 days just to give them the chance to sprout. But yeah, that's it so far, and I'll see you again probably on day 6, when I'll probably have more up. It looks like I only need 1 more to pop up in each container in order to make it 100% germination. But with it being at 80% germination right now, honestly, I am not mad at it. Even if 1 more pop up, I will be highly satisfied. So it'll be at least, what, 90% if 1 more pop up. But yeah, 90, 80 isn't bad at all. 85, 90 is where I will be highly satisfied. But if it goes to 100%, I mean, I'll be blown out the water. And if it does go to 100%, I probably won't buy that extra packet, simply because it seems like the corn that I saved from last year is doing pretty well. But if nothing else sprout after today, then I will probably buy another packet just to be safe. But yeah, that's the update for today. And that's my computer in the background. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you at day 6. So this is day 6 of the results from me testing the germination rate of the corn kernels that I saved from my bicolored sweet corn from Ed Humes that I planted last year, that I plan to plant this year. So I believe on day 3, day 4, whichever one that was, I was like, hey, if it's 9, I'll probably get 1 more seed packs just to make sure I get 100% germination rate. And then I think it's at 8, but then I was like, if I get 9, which would be 90% germination rate, then I wouldn't purchase another pack of seeds, just because, I mean, 90% or more, it's a good germination rate for me. But surprise, surprise, if you couldn't tell already, you see there's 5 of them in this one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then there's 5 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here is number 5. So yep, that's correct. I have 100% germination rate of the corn kernels that I saved from last year. That was just a sample size. I think I have like probably like 100 saved from last year. That's a little bit much, probably like 60 kernels saved from last year. So I'll most likely be planting those, and then the ones that I didn't plant that I had left over from last year, hopefully they do good. If not, they'll just be extras. But yeah, 100% germination rate. And the surprising thing is, it's only day 6. Germination from the seed packet that I bought last year said it takes normally around 10 to 15 days, or 10 to 14 days, one of those two. So to get it in half the time, granted, yes, this is sitting on a heat mat. So that is probably a big contributor in regards to why it came up so early. But I kind of believe like around day 6, day 7, when I planted these last year, 2025, I also had that rough time frame in regards to when the seedlings popped up. Of course, I had to put netting on it because the birds in the area and the squirrels in the area continued to decimate the corn. So I actually had to plant 2 succession of corn last year just to make sure I had enough to get me through the winter. Surprisingly, I think I have like 4 or 5 more left. So that's awesome that I have enough to get me through. So I planned that out great. And the thing is, this year's corn area, like the amount of corn I'm going to be planting, is literally like quadruple the amount that I've grown last year. So I will have plenty of corn, not only to save for a year probably, but also to be able to give out to friends, family, if family ever come to town, but then also to be able to donate it to my local food pantry as well. They've been there for me when times were rough, and I will be more than happy to give them back some corn that I've grown myself. So in the background here, you can probably see I have some sage in here. I'm not quite sure if these are leggy or not. This is my first time growing sage, but I know that I want to get a year's worth of sage grown, harvested, dried, and put away, stored. So that's my plan with this sage. I don't know how many I should be planting. I don't know if I should go and thin them out. Actually, I think I should probably get this off the heat mat because this one here looking a little leggy. So I'm just going to take the heat mat out, because now that the experiment in regards to my corn is over with, I don't need it anymore. These corn is going to be destroyed. It's way too early to be planting corn. But let's go ahead and take a look at this corn. You can see the long root there. But the roots are looking good. You can see the corn kernel here. And yeah, that's the corn leaf coming up. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you can, please go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and share, as it's very helpful with me getting out there, getting this channel out there and stuff like that. Also, it makes sure that you do not miss out any of my future videos. So if you can, please go ahead and hit that notification bell and go ahead and change that setting. And then there you are. These are my onions that I'll be planting out this year. I will go into more details in regards to this in the future. But otherwise, thanks for watching.